Hey everyone, hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Shelly and today I'm going to be reacting to the Women's Prize for Fiction shortlist in 2022. I did a predictions for the shortlist video. I'm actually so nervous. I've never actually reacted to anything in real time. I have been shielding my eyes from the internet today. It is like, let me think, it is 7:46 in the morning and I live on the East Coast of the United States. And so I know that there has been the announcement because I saw Eric Carl Anderson had a reaction video up already. I will link that down below, his video down below. I didn't watch it. So I was like, oh gosh, I can't see. I don't know what's happening. I don't want to see. I want to react live. And so then I was like on my phone, checking my messages, and I got a message from a bookish friend, and all I saw was something about the Women's Prize, and I was like, no, can't look at it. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Shield your eyes. Stay away from the internet. Stay away from messages until you film this video. Yes, AJ, that was you. I will leave AJ's channel link down below. They have a wonderful channel. And I was like, no women's talk until I see the shortlist. I have my list written down. I have my computer, and so we're going to see. I really want Poppy Show to move on, y'all. Oh man, am I shooting myself in the foot? Pom-poms and puts. Am I shooting myself in the foot? I am so worried. I'm logging in. Let's see. When I was a teacher and I taught school, students would be like, Miss Swearingen, you're so dramatic. And I was like, yes, I am. I didn't realize how dramatic I was until I started filming videos, and then I was like, oh girl, cut the drama. You are so over the top. Women's Prize for Fiction shortlist, not predictions. Oh, okay, is this right? Okay, all right. Hey, let's look for the official announcement, Women's Prize for Fiction. Oh wait, that's a long list. I've realized now that my reaction to prize videos is that I just say okay and make really excited sounds over and over and over again. So I might rewind to myself in like a clip where I'm just saying okay, because that's my reaction. My reaction is kind of boring. All I'm saying is okay over and over again. Oh, okay, the shortlist. Okay, wow. Oh, okay, wow. Okay, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, wow, okay, okay. So let me actually get to reacting. Okay, so the first book I see is Great Circle by Maggie Shipstead. This was on my predictions list, so yay, I got it right. I'm excited that it made it. I am excited that I predicted it correctly. This is about, if you don't know what Great Circle is, it was actually shortlisted for the Booker as well. I think it was shortlisted. Anyways, it is about Marion Graves, who is a wannabe pilot in the beginning of the 1900s, when she's a young gal born of tragedy. She wants to become a female in aviation when female in aviation wasn't a thing during that time. And so it's a historical fiction novel, and then there is a secondary storyline where there is an actress playing Marion Graves, the pilot, in an upcoming movie. And so it follows the actress's life, Hadley, and it also follows Marion Graves' life. Though I feel like the book is definitely more about Marion Graves than it is about Hadley, the actress. So I kind of feel like that book is slightly mismarketed. Okay, the next book I actually have read as well, and it's Elif Shafak's, is it Elif Shafak's? Okay, I'm gonna move on. The Island of Missing Trees. Now I read this, I thought it was a little predictable, a little cliche. I've actually heard from a number of booktubers, including Scott, who I will link his channel down below, his channel with Nell, his wife, which is Gunpowder Fiction and Plot. I had a moment, y'all, I'm just so excited, my brain is like going everywhere. But Scott was saying that he read Elif Shafak's previous book, the 10 minutes and 38 seconds or something like that, and said that that was mind-blowingly wonderful. It was like the best book ever, and that is the book that I think I wish The Island of Missing Trees was. I wanted it to be innovative and new and fresh and feel really exciting, and instead what I got was something more whimsical and more predictable, which, you know, it's not my wannabe winner favorite. Oh Oh no. Okay, so next we have Meg Mason's Sorrow and Bliss, which was one that I didn't want to see show up on this list. Not because I've read it, but it's because it's one that I don't want to read. It made Steve Donahue, who is a book critic that I follow, it made his worst of 2021. It also didn't work for Britta Bowler, this particular book, and those are two reviewers that I deeply respect. So I don't know, we'll see if I can get my hands on it or if I even want to read it. But right now, and in my predictions video, I was like, I am never going to read that. And now here I am. I'm like, it made the shortlist. I'm rethinking it now. The next book that made it is The Bread the Devil Knead by Lisa Allen-Agostini. Okay, this is actually really kind of exciting that she made it. I wish I would have predicted this book, you know, because it made it, but also because I've been hearing good feedback about it. And this was one of the more under the radar books. So I think of like Great Circle and Island of Missing Trees and a couple of the others that are coming up. They're written by well-established authors who already have a career in writing and who have been popping up here, there, and everywhere. Maggie Shipstead is one of them. You know, we've seen her book on the Booker. But instead, you know, we have this kind of in contrast, this Lisa Allen-Agostini book that basically no one had heard of until it made the long list that I know of. Let me know if you knew about The Bread the Devil Knead before it made the long list for the Women's Prize. So now I'm excited that it moved on, and it's one that I was interested in reading, so I might get to ordering this, okay? Oh, the next one, oh my gosh, the next one I did predict and I am correct, so yay. And that is Louise Erdrich's The Sentence, which is all about a ghost in a bookstore set in very contemporary times. So contemporary, in fact, that it talks about the COVID-19 pandemic, and this was published last year, so the COVID-19 pandemic was like even more fresh back then. I know that it's supposed to be humorous and charming, and it's worked for a lot of people, but then after I put out my predictions video, I realized that it worked for less people than I thought it initially had. But it's still one that I want to read. I think it's going to be a solid read for me. It would be my first Louise Erdrich if I picked it up in the next couple of weeks. The final book, this is so exciting, this is so exciting. The final book is one that I also correctly predicted, and it is Ruth Ozeki, The Book of Form and Emptiness, which I have upside down. I'm so excited. So yeah, so The Book of Form and Emptiness made it to the shortlist. I'm really excited because this is one that I clearly bought, I want to read, and I'm just thrilled to see it on the shortlist. And this was one along with Erdrich's book that I said regardless of if they moved on or not, I would probably read it because I just have heard so many wonderful things about those two books. But yeah, I own this one already, and so I'm just even more thrilled to see it move on. So this is the story of a young boy who starts to hear his items talking to him, and the book deals with grief and mental struggles, like mental health struggles. And so I've been wanting to read Ozeki, and no, this is my time. And now I really don't have any excuses because now it's made it to the shortlist, and that's exciting. Okay, let's see what didn't make it from my shortlist. So the first one was the final revival of Opal and Neb, which I actually DNF'd, but I thought it would move on because of its unusual structure. The other one that I predicted was Build Your Body Around My House. This was my wild card. This was like, I am closing my eyes and just like stabbing and seeing what maybe makes it. So that didn't make it, but I could have easily have chosen, like, I wish rather I would have chosen The Bread the Devil Knead, and then I would have gotten 4 out of 6 rather than 3 out of 6, but I'm not mad at my stats so far. And then the last book that didn't make it, and I'm actually really bummed about, and it is Pope Pisho, or This One Sky Day by Leon Ross. I wanted this to win because I found this was really charming. I was totally sucked into its very, very unusual world and its playfulness with magic. This book worked on me on worked for me on a bunch of different levels, and I just really thought it was charming. But those were the 3 that I predicted that didn't make it. I am not mad. 3 out of 6 is perfectly fine with me. That's pretty good. I'm excited. The only one that I didn't want to make it that did is Sorrow and Bliss. And now I'm rethinking as to whether I should read that book or not. Let me know. Just let me know. What do you all think about Sorrow and Bliss by Meg Mason? I would really be curious to know. I'm just gonna round up the 6 books and where I'm at with them, how I'm feeling so far. I'm not gonna make any grandeur promises right now as to like what I'm gonna read or what I'm not gonna read, but here's where I'm at so far. So I have read Great Circle by Maggie Shipstead, and I have read The Island of Missing Trees by Elif Shafak. So 2 of the 6 books I've already read and reviewed, actually. I'll leave those reviews linked down below. Just know that the Shafak book is not fading in my memory very well. The book that I'm interested in reading next from the shortlist is the Book of Form and Emptiness, because I have absolutely no excuse not to read it except for the excuse of time. So yeah, because it's right here, I own it, it's right in front of me, and yeah, very thrilled to see this on the shortlist. The other book that I am very curious about reading between now and the winner's announcement, and that is Louise Erdrich's The Sentence. This is one that has been on my mind for a little while, and again, would love to read it. Of course, the book, The Bread the Devil Knead, I'm very excited to see it, but I'm not sure if I will order it, if I'll go out of my way to order it. I'm not really sure about that book, so we're gonna see how my relationship between this book progresses. I guess it's the best way. So we're gonna wait and see on that one. And then Meg Mason, Sorrow and Bliss. Am I gonna change my mind? Am I gonna totally go back on what I was saying and say, I didn't want to read this, there was no way I was gonna read it, and now I'm like, well, maybe, gosh, the Women's Prize for Fiction really gets under your skin and starts to really eat at you, because now I'm starting to think that I might take back my declaration of never reading these books. No thank you, which is what I said in my video, I think. So that's it. So I've read 2, I'm interested in reading 2, and there are 2 that I'm like, meh about. Okay, so what are you going to read? What have you read? What didn't make the list that you wanted to move on? I'd be very curious about that. This has been a really joyful video for me to make. I was like a kid waking up on Christmas morning. I was so excited, and like, it was just, I just had a tremendous amount of fun, and it made me realize that I really love following prizes in this way. I really feel like I'm following my sport, and even if I haven't read all of them, and even if I don't read all of them, I feel invested. And so waking up on the day that a prize is announced added a lot of excitement and thrill and drama to my life, because, I like drama in my books, but not in my life. Okay, I'm gonna stop. My light is like going out. Like, do y'all see that? My light is going out. It's saying, Shelly, you need to go. You're just rambling. Okay, that is it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye, guys.